Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Kenyans have been struggling with the high cost of living, and we have those who are optimistic that this year, 2024, is going to be a year where they will have relief and the cost of living is going to come down. But Pastor Tim Wangi said one thing, that this year, don't expect the cost of living to come down. He was right. Now, if you check, Kenya Power is currently increasing the token charges in its latest review on electricity cost. So instead of reducing, kwamba ati hapa mbele tunasonga, that's William Ruto, mtaona gharama ya maisha ikianza kurudi chini. Kumbe vile tunasonga mbele, ndio gharama ya maisha tunaona inazidi kupanda juu, ikipanda juu. So when Ruto says something, take the opposite of that. If you take his word serious, you will suffer. You will suffer. Last week, for those who purchased token, for example, token worth 250 Kenyan shillings, you are receiving 8.87 unit. That is last week. Now, on Wednesday, the same amount, that is 250 Kenyan shillings, only accounted for 7.82 units. That means 1 unit has depreciated. Haiko. So, if you check clearly, you will realize that there is that kind of change. And according to Kenya Power, the change in token value was because of a sharp increase in forex adjustment. Now, charges have rose from 28.11 to 50.5 Kenyan shillings. So you check the USD against dollar. USD against Kenyan shilling is trading at an average of 159 Kenyan shillings. So they had to do the adjustment. But we know very well that 2023 finance bill that changed from 8% of Uhuru Kenyatta to 16% is one of the problems that we are having now. So we are here. These are the new charges. And it seems going forward that there is nothing that is going to reduce. We should anticipate them to continuously increasing these prices. The rates are going to go high. And they have every reason to complain as they increase. But they have also no any reason when they come to rally to tell us on how they're going to reduce the cost of living, when we are really seeing opposite of what they are telling us. We are continuing this panel discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, Master, thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Before I forget, for the past 3 days, we have been running a program to raise funds for school fees to one of the needy students, Martin Agalomba, and I'm so grateful to all of you who contributed. We've been able to raise 48,820 Kenyan shillings, and I had read the names of those people who supported us just to appreciate them, and I'm still so grateful. On behalf of Galomba Martin, I want to say thank you so much for everyone who supported us, that in 3 days time we have been able to make sure that someone is back in class. He'll be sitting for his KCSE this year. That means he's in Form 4. And we'll soon be taking him to the boarding section. Then I will later come to update you here on the way forward. So I appreciate all of you who have made it possible. May good God keep on blessing you abundantly. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, what does this one mean for Kenyans? You might see it simple, You might see it as obvious. But the question is, how do you attract investors to come to this country when you increase the cost of electricity? Production and manufacturing mainly rely on energy. So electricity is playing a critical role when it comes to manufacturing. So how do you attract investors when you make the cost of production so high? An increase in electricity is an increase in cost of production. Therefore, most of investors will not be comfortable to run their business in a country where they're increasing the cost of production, such that they end up getting no profit because the capital they have, it end up in a cost of production. So you find out that these investors, they don't realize a good profit. In that way, they will cut down in terms of number of employees. Once you cut down on number of employees, tell me about the quality of the work that you want to achieve. Hata quality inakuwa chini because manpower has been cut down. When you are cut down also, it means some people are rendered jobless. So serikali ya Ruto ijue ya kwamba in as much they want to maximize collection of taxes, they are destroying business. Above all, they are destroying jobs. Majority of Kenyans are going to be rendered jobless because most companies will either be exiting, and if not exiting, they will be cutting down on employee. So once you reduce the number of employee, mambo yanaharibika. Many families are going to cry. They cannot afford to have basic needs because they have lost their jobs just because the government is carelessly, in a greedy manner, overtaxing. Mambo yameharibika na hapo ndo tumefika. So tell me, tunaenda wapi? Are we on the right path? We are blindly under William Ruto giving business to Uganda. We are making Tanzania big at expense of Kenya, totally losing everything in terms of investment. Now you can see when Ugandan shilling, I was reading in some news that it is now increasing in its value, when Kenyan shilling is depreciating on daily basis. Tunaelekea wapi? Just because individuals sat down and thought of overtaxing Kenyans without a formula in which to strengthen the Kenyan shilling. They thought that they can tax a nation to prosperity. You can't tax a nation to prosperity. Invest in people by making the environment for doing business friendly to the people. Kibaki did it. But this one, they pretend to be learning from Kibaki when they indeed learned nothing at the end of the day. So they brought rural electrification. That means they wanted to bring electricity to the village to improve on their lives. But now, when you make electricity expensive, tell me if those people in the rural area, where a majority are not employed, will manage to get money to pay for electricity. Watu wenye tuko huku ushago kama mimi niko ushago huku nyumbani. Kazi hatuna huku. Tunangojea watu wa Nairobi wanafanya kazi watusaidie pesa kidogo ndo tulipe some bills here and there. O tusaidie pesa ya kulipa NHIF, o tusaidie pesa ya kulipa stima, o leo hatukuwa na maji. Tunategemea watu wako nje ya Kenya na wale wako Nairobi. Kenyans in diaspora, wale wako Nairobi, wale wako kwa town wanafanya kazi huko. Sisi watu wa ushago kama mimi tunafanya hivyo. Hakuna kazi huko. Then tell me, when you increase like this, hii stima tutatumia kweli? Can we afford? it means you're taking us back to darkness. So, by the fact that Uhuru brought electricity to the village, Ruto is uprooting electricity from the village by increasing the token prices, making it high so that it is unaffordable. Tumerudisha kwa giza na Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto. Wanafunzi shuleni watasoma aje? Sasa wakirudi nyumbani huku hakuna stima sababu gharama imekuwa juu. No way to help the student. Tunarudi kwa hizi taa zilikuwa za kitambo, kerosene. And by the way, as they increase, they have to learn one thing. Kenyans will go back to the old ways of survival. If they think they will make big money by doing so, they might just end up losing more even what they have been getting under Uhuru Kenyatta. And this has been evidently clear. Just go and check when April increased the price of fuel. What is happening now? We are going to discuss that. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.